You hired a team so you could do less. Now you're spending half your day in check-ins, answering questions, reviewing work, and managing personalities. This isn't what you signed up for. Let's fix it. Hi friends, I'm Kathy from the Unicorn Sidekick, and today we're solving the accidental manager problem, where you hire help and somehow end up with a second full-time job managing the help. There's a better way. Let me show you. Here's what happens. You hire someone. Great, less on your plate. Except now you're training them, answering their questions, reviewing their work, giving feedback, having check-ins. And suddenly you're spending 20 hours a week on management, which is time you don't have and you didn't budget for. You didn't want to be a manager. You wanted to be a business owner who has help. Those are two very different things. Principle 1, hire self-managers. The best way to avoid managing is to hire people who don't need much of it. In interviews, you want to screen for independence. Tell me about a time you figured something out without direction. How do you handle ambiguity? It usually will be someone that costs a little bit more hourly, but the benefit is going to be worth it. There's some people that thrive with clear tasks and regular check-ins. That's fine, but that's not what you need to start with. You need people who can take ownership, make judgment calls, and only come to you when it actually matters. Hire for self-management. It changes everything. Principle 2, systematize the repeatable stuff. Most management time goes to answering the same questions, explaining the same things, and reviewing the same types of work. Let's systematize that instead. Document your answers so people can self-serve. Create templates and checklists so work comes to you already at a certain standard. People don't know what to do unless you help them get that answer. Build review criteria so people can self-check before they send things to you. Every system you build is management time you get back. Principle 3, contain the communication. If your team can ping you anytime with anything, they probably will, and you'll be in reactive mode all day. Let's create containers for communication. There are a couple different ways to do this, and it all depends on what works for you. You could do a weekly call where questions get answered, since not everything needs an immediate response. Or you can do office hours with asynchronous check-ins that can be designated times for non-urgent discussions. You also need to set clear guidelines on what's considered urgent versus what can wait. Whatever works best for you. This is your business. You can make the choices that you want to make as long as you communicate them. When people know that they'll have time with you, they stop needing it constantly. Principle 4, give authority with responsibility. If you delegate tasks but keep all the decision making, you're still the bottleneck. Push decisions down the line whenever possible. Maybe something like, if it's under X amount of dollars, make the call. For client communication about scheduling, handle it however you think is best, and then just let me know. I gave you access to my calendar. You should know how long it takes. Processes, settings, and steps allow your people to do what they need to do. You own this project. Bring me this result, not the questions. The more authority you give, the less they need to come to you. And that is the goal. Manage outcomes, not activity. You don't need to know what they're doing every minute of every hour of every day. You need to know the outcomes are being achieved. Set clear metrics and check-ins around results, not around busyness. Did the newsletter go out on time and get good engagement matters more than what did you do on Tuesday. When you manage outcomes instead of activity, you can check in less frequently and still stay informed. And you know the people that you hired are doing what you hired them for. So, hire self-managers. Systematize the repeatable stuff. Contain communication. Give authority with responsibility. Manage outcomes, not activity. That's how you lead a team without becoming a full-time manager. I'm Kathy from the Unicorn Sidekick. Now go lead without drowning.